All right, everybody, welcome to the call today. This is Scott Pierce at Listings to Leads. Let me fix my display a little bit. There we go. So go ahead and let me know who we got with us today. Good to see everybody. I'm going to put a couple of links in here for you all. And first of all, if you are not a client or if you are, either sign up for a free trial ASAP so you can get going with what we're doing here today. We're going to walk through how to market a listing, yours or borrowed. In particular, I'm going to walk through an open house, but this will be very similar to whether it's a coming soon, just listed, active, or open house. It'll just be, there's a few things that are different, obviously, for an open house. And the language will just be a little bit different, but otherwise, how we do these things are going to be pretty much the same way. So, Facebook ads, social media posts, emails to our database, to our seller, and so on. So, pending and sold, we do a different webinar for those. Those are typically on Fridays. If you go to leadgenwebinars.com, again, leadgenwebinars.com, you'll see our full training calendar. And I've got one more link for you, and that is, we're going to walk through this today. Oh, wrong link. Give me a second here. I'm going to give you the invite link. And let's see here. Boom. Join our school. All right. Jason, you with Coldwell Banker over there? Who are you with? I know we got quite a few Coldwell Banker offices in that area. And also ERA Real Estate and some others. Diane, nice to see you. Ram, awesome. Thank you for being with us today. So let me know. Are you marketing your listing, a borrowed listing? Is it a open house? Is it coming soon? What do we got going on here? Let me know real quickly here before we get started. And go ahead and if you want to request access to the school, let's give it about a minute. I know we'll have other people joining us. So while we are hanging out here for a few minutes, Blanca, awesome. Living in Warren. Is that Michigan? Is that Detroit? And let me know what status it is. Mine would be own list. Yes, awesome. Well, what status? Let me know what status. I'd love to know what the status is as well. So I want to make sure I speak to all of it. Again, this webinar will be perfect for anyone coming soon, just listed, active, or open house. I just had a everything bagel. I think I got a poppy seed in my teeth. Oh, anyways. Yesterday's school is different due to game. Yeah, right. 6 o'clock. I think that sounds right for Central. Yeah, because it's 4 Pacific. But yeah, I think with the MLK Day and the game, everything just got kind of goofed up. So I apologize for anyone on that. All right. Let me check on the school. See here, we got a few people requesting. Awesome. I'm going to approve you. And that way you can go through this while we're here together this morning. All right. Awesome. Anybody else want to Covina, California? Awesome. To further educate agents. Jason. Oh, awesome. Jason. And Jason, by all means, please get a hold of Vince or I. Email success, SUCCESS, whatever, success at listings2leads.com. Or just ask support. Hey, can you get a hold of Vince and Scott? I want to do a training for our agents or even yourself. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right. One more here and we'll get started. Let me just go ahead and refresh. I don't see any more membership requests. Peter, try that again. I think, Peter, you said you just requested. Yeah, Peter, do it again. I don't see it. There we go. Boom. It maybe just takes a minute. Sarah. All right, got Sarah. No Peter yet. I'll give it. Let me just refresh 1 or 2 more times, or maybe 3 or 4. Yeah, that's it. All right. I will make sure after this call is over with, and maybe once or twice while we're talking, I'll just pop over there real quickly here. And Steve, Dahlia, are you with us, Steve? My man, Steve. All right. Let's get at it. Let's go ahead and do this. In school, you're going to see expired. I'm telling you, man, if you are not, and I just put this in the mastermind group, if you're not getting a listing a week with our expired tools and training, either you're not doing something right or you're just not doing enough of it. Okay. So you want to make sure you get involved with our expired training. We've got just sold. All right. Now, again, this is not the call for just sold, but for pending and just sold, there are 3 different marketing funnels that you're going to want to do. And this could be where you're the listing agent or you're the selling agent. So your buyer is in contract on a pending listing. Your buyer just bought a listing so now it's just sold. Typically, you think of just sold marketing as the listing agent, but as a buyer's agent, as a selling agent, you can do just sold marketing as well. And we've got 3 distinct marketing funnels. The first one is the old 123 Main Street just sold and nearby home values have changed. Click below to get your new home value update, so on and so forth. And that's the default one in listings to leads. The second one is the kind of like a modified golden letter. And this is the one where 123 Main Street just sold. We still got 18 more buyers looking for a home in the area. If you got, what price point would make you consider an offer for your home? All right. That's second funnel. The third funnel, 123 Main Street just sold. Our 100-point home marketing plan got 8,000 views for this property versus 683 on Zillow. If you're thinking about selling your home in the next 1 to 12 months, request a copy of our marketing plan customized for your home. So it's 3 distinct marketing funnels. And I recommend you do the first one week 1, the second one week 2, the third one week 3. And that way you're going to make sure that you're staying in front of homeowners and people thinking about selling in the area, and you're hitting them with different messages. All right. Because you never know what it is that's necessarily going to get them to take action. Some might be motivated about a home value update. Some may be motivated by the fact that you've got more buyers, and what might they, entertain and offer, what price. And then the third one again is someone that's going to be a little bit more maybe jaded, right? And they hear about the fact that you got the home sold with a 100+ point home marketing plan. That's going to intrigue them. And some of them are going to want to see all 3, all right, or a combination thereof. And you're going to want to do this for pendings and just solds. And we do those calls. Typically, it's like every Friday, maybe every other Friday. But again, leadgenwebinars.com. You will get the full training on that. But what we are going to do today is open houses. And so what I want you to do, we're going to just walk through this, and then we're going to get right into the marketing of the open house. Now, what we want to do, and I'm telling you, for years, our clients have told us that using the tools and the marketing within listings to leads, they consistently get buyers and sellers and listing leads, all right, listing appointments from the open house that they do. And it could be their listing, it could be a borrowed listing, it really doesn't matter. And when you get into the school classroom here, and Chelsea, I apologize. Hopefully I got your name. Boom, you are added. I just accepted your request. Thank you for joining us. So for the open house, under the first tab here, Open House Mastery, view presentation, PDF, and checklist. Click the link below for the Mastery presentation. And this presentation is phenomenal. All right. It's like, and if you're a trainer, so Chelsea, I think you're a lender. If you ever want to do a lunch and learn for agents in your area, this presentation you're about to see would be a banger. All right. This is a phenomenal presentation to do for agents. If you're an office trainer, if you're a broker, title officer as well. And it walks you through how to select the best homes to hold open, how to prepare the open house. All right. It's not just we walk in and put a sign-in sheet. All right. How do we prepare an open house to actually engage buyers and sellers and neighbors coming through it? All right. and kind of a repeat of the second one there. If you click this link, if you're logged into Listings to Leads, it'll take you right to the page. And we got the presentation. There is a PDF guide that's in support of the presentation. And then there's a checklist in support of the presentation. I'm not going to go through the entire presentation right now. This itself would take about an hour. But I am going to walk through it just briefly. So you can see it's beautiful, and all of you have this in your account. So any of you that are trainers, coaches, lenders, title brokers, anyone that's doing training with agents, this is a phenomenal presentation. We've had so much good feedback from people on it. And again, the whole idea is, how do we make sure that people remember us, that people engage with us, that we get a lot of people to the open house? Just had a client, newer agent, said he had one of the best open houses ever last week, right? Talking about picking the open house, right? We want to make sure that it is in a market segment that's got a lot of turnover. We want to make sure that we're not going too luxury, too high in price point, or too low, or too far out. We want to make sure that it's in a good price point, okay? We want to make sure that it's easy to get to. It should not be something that, for example, where I live, there are some open houses that are great homes, beautiful, just beautiful home, but they're 20 minutes from everything else. And so you're not going to get a lot of people to it. So you want to be judicious in picking the property. All right. We don't want to just randomly take what we can. Talk about borrowing a listing. So if you're not sure how to borrow a listing, always talk to your broker if you need to. And then we're going to be walking through today in some detail of how do we get people there? How do we generate leads ahead of the open house? So we're going to be walking through all of this part today in a lot more detail. Let me just fly through this part here. And I'm just going to go through a few more pages. But we got scripts. We're talking about a neighborhood exclusive. All right, this is phenomenal. All right, doing a neighborhood exclusive, if it's your listing in particular, can be a phenomenal way to engage the neighbors at a higher level than them just walking through the standard open house, where you're also dealing with people looking at your ads and coming through off of Zillow and so on and so forth. So as you can see here, we got scripts, we got emails, we've got posts, right? Talk about, make sure we have the homeowner promote this on Nextdoor. They should also be promoting all of this, and I'll be mentioning this a little bit later. They should be promoting this on any community Facebook page. All right. Inviting our database maybe to the nearby neighbor preview as well. Okay. It's a neighborhood preview, but if we got any VIP clients that we might want to invite, that might be something we do as well, or at least we're going to invite them to the standard open house. And then this is going to walk you through, right, what to do the day of the open house. And I'm telling you, we even get into handouts, all right, the kind of handouts that you want to make sure that you have. And all of this is a result of working with top producing agents, all right, just a ton of research. Some of the things I was kind of a little bit like flags and balloons in the front, like whatever, but that actually helps. All right. It can really help make sure when people are driving up and they see, right, the balloons or the flag, that, all right, that is where the open house is. There's no question. And it just makes the whole experience much more enjoyable. All right. Talking about having music. I had a client, she did this a while back, and she loved it. She said it was so awesome, right? You just have a little bit of music. She had her little portable speaker, right, playing a little bit soft, but she said it was just so enjoyable having just very light, very low music playing in the background. And she thought it really added to the open house experience. So anyways, go through this. Let me go back here. Print the 100 point marketing plan. This is golden. All right. This is something else that a client, I'm going to show you where this is in your account. There's a few different versions, but this is the 100 point home marketing plan. to get your home sold, and it's 24 to 27 pages long, depending on if you got the intro, if you've got coming soon. So every page in here, all right, just 20. Imagine this, all right, and hold on a second, because I'm going to walk you through how to use it. But you're going to see here, download and print. All right, download and print, and leave it at the open, have it at the open house. Again, just like before, you're going to click that link right there. Blanca, here, let me put that invitation link in again. And what you'll do is I'm going to put the invite. I may not be able to accept you right this second, but it's in our school. In our school, we have 3 classrooms: expired, just sold, open house. We're in the open house one. So again, when I click that link right here, it opened up in listings to leads, and I'm in listing presentation print right here. So click listing presentation print, and then I can download the PDF version, and I can even select. We got all the default photos, but if I've got a listing in my account, maybe a sold listing that's very nice, and I want to use those photos instead, I can. But you're just going to download the PDF and then print it. Your office may have a spiral binder. Maybe you take it to Kinko's FedEx, or someone else you know's got a binder. I've got both a thermal and a spiral. All right, I got a thermal and a spiral. There's links to them, and you can get one for like $50 off of Amazon. So if you Google spiral binder on Amazon, they're all over the place. I mean, you go from $50 to $500. The one I bought was $48, and it's totally perfect. All right, we're not looking to bind 300-page manuscripts. These are, again, they're either 24 to 27 pages long, depending on a few of the different options that you've got going on with it. While you're here, you're going to see there's the introduction. So I can add an intro. And there's also the home selling process outline, which I highly recommend that you use as well. All right, whether it's a listing presentation, whether it's at an open house, all right, having this there is absolutely phenomenal. All right, now I'm going to walk you through, right? So imagine I've got the open house, and at the open house, right, I've got this laying on a table. So when people come through, right, you're going to greet the people coming through. For example, you may say, "Hi, thank you for coming in today. Go ahead and please sign in per the seller's request for security purposes," or whatever you're going to do. And then at some point, just right after that, you might say something to the effect of, "By the way, my 100 plus point home marketing plan to get home sold in Folsom is sitting on the table over there. If you're at all interested or curious about it, go ahead and take a look at it." The people that own a home are very likely going to at least pick it up and open up a few of the pages. Now, they may not sit there for 5 minutes, but you're going to be able to quickly tell who owns a home and who doesn't by the people that go take a look at this. And the longer they take a look at it, the more impressed they're going to be at it. And what I would want to make sure that you do is, I would say, first of all, what do you think about it? 9 times out of 10, if not 95 out of 100, they're going to say, "Wow, I've never seen something so comprehensive. I've never seen something so detailed. I've never seen something so good as this." They may say something about, "Yeah, the last time we sold a house, the agent really didn't have much of anything." And so it's a great conversation starter with homeowners. Then I would offer to give them a copy of it. Great way to get their email, get their phone number. You can send it via text. You can send it via email. You could even print it, another copy, and drop it off to them. And then here's the kicker. Here's where it gets really, really good. And this is, we talk about this a lot in our expired class. You can create this for them where it's their name, their home address, and their home throughout it. We call it a custom version. And so you can offer them, if you're thinking about selling in the next 1 to 12 months, what I would love to be able to do for you, and it's absolutely free, is I will create a custom version of this featuring your home so that you can see better how your home would look in my 100 plus point home marketing plan. Everybody get that? All right. Just at least understand the strategy of that right now, because that is going to unlock more listing opportunities for you. Next down here, we've got the 100 plus point marketing plan video. This is something else that another client of ours gave us. And he said, Scott, he goes, I do my open houses. And he goes, I play that video. And he goes, people absolutely love it. They absolutely love it. I'm actually approving some more people here that are coming through. So go ahead. There you go, everybody. I just approved you coming in. So this video, so see the video on YouTube. So right here. So this video is the video version of this. This video is so awesome. Now, the video is in your account, and I'm going to show it to you in a second. There is a video that walks through how to use this. So you can leave comments, right? But this video right here will walk you through. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Imagine the TV, or it could be your laptop. It could be a tablet, all right? And you got that playing in the background. Oh my gosh, that is so powerful. It literally gets people to stop. I've had some really good feedback on people using it. So you can see it on YouTube. And check this out real quickly. When because you can download it from Listings to Leads and upload it to your YouTube channel. When you do that, if you do, take our description and just copy it. Just copy our description, right? Copy it. And when you upload it to your YouTube channel, which you should do anyways, I mean, what a fabulous video to have on YouTube. Just paste in our description, or my description, into your video's description. Edit it real quickly just so it's got your phone number, because my phone number is in there. You don't want to be people calling me up. And you can use that to make it very, very powerful. Right here. See below how to find it in your Listings to Leads account. If I just click right here, it'll literally take me to where that video is. It'll take me to the library. And if it doesn't come up like, see, mine, typically they'll come up right at the top. There's a long version, a short version, and there's actually a vertical version for all three of these. Now, the long and the vertical, these are great. Now here you can download this one, so I can click download. Now I can even play it right from here. All right, so I can play it from here. I can also download the vertical version and upload that to TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts. That would be phenomenal. I would even pin it. I would actually pin that on TikTok or Instagram. Right? You can see that's just a vertical version. All of you, to be honest, I would actually, especially when you upload it to TikTok and Instagram, and I believe YouTube Shorts as well, I would I would mute the music and then use trending or just better music on whatever platform that you're using. All right. And last one here before we get into it, the print flyers. So all of the PDF guides have print flyers like this one right here. All right. You can see, here's an example of another one right here. Right. And what do? I get a couple of acrylic flyer holders like this, and I display them throughout the open house, right? Two buyer, maybe two seller PDF guide flyers, 2 to 3 each, and display them throughout the open house. And that way, Peter, I finally got you right there, buddy. All right, boom, Peter, you are in the classroom. And that way, again, we got the 100 point home marketing plan. We've got the video going. We've got a couple of the print flyers for different PDF guides around the house as well. These are phenomenal in two different ways. One, some people will actually scan the QR code. So that QR code is scannable, and they can download the PDF guide from there, and then you get the lead. Other times, people are just going to look at it, and when you see them kind of checking it out, you might just say, for example, if you saw me at your open house, you had this print flyer from that PDF guide, you might say something like, that's a great PDF guide, talks about the 5 dangers of overpricing your home. Because a lot of times sellers, right, understandably, they want to get the most for their home, but there are dangers when you price it too high, because then you're, a lot of people are not going to see it, and you're going to get less offers, right? Are you thinking about selling your home like in the next 1 to 12 months? I'd love to get you a copy of that, right? And just start having a conversation with people. Make sense? Give me a yes so far if everyone's following me on everything I'm talking about here. Do we see how all of this contributes to having a phenomenal open house? Yes or no? And I know not everyone's having an open house, so if you're not, I apologize making you suffer through all of that, but hopefully you will. And I'm telling you, I saw this post, I can't remember what group, the other day, and they were saying, "Oh, open houses are over with. It's not good to have an open house anymore." I didn't say anything because I'd just get into an argument with them. But I was just like, dude, I swear to God, I hope nobody listens to you, because with that kind of talk, you're or what, I don't know what you're selling. Maybe he's selling something, right? He's selling AI videos, that slop videos, right, for you to buy from him. I don't know what his deal was, but I'm just telling you, open houses are one of the best ways to get listings and buyers if you do them right. All right. Last item right here, marketing for listings and buyers. And that's what we're going to hop to right now. And we're going to jump through it and get it done. But the write-up, recorded webinar, and links to support for open house are right here. And we got the, for just listed, it would be listingstoleads.com/just listed. For coming soon, listingstoleads.com/coming soon. Listings to, and then active would just be active/active. And then for pending and just sold, /pending/just sold. But we're going to get at it. So we're going to go listings. If you're in your account right now, I would recommend that you do it with me. And here you can see I got listing presentations coming up. I got some expireds I'm going after. I got a couple of FSBOs. I got a coming soon listing, just listed, active. Make sure one of the number one things to do in your account is always keep the statuses up to date, because every time I change the status, I update it. It updates brand new tools for me to use. I get brand new tools to engage and generate leads. For an open house, to set an open house, all you have to do is go add open house and add the date and time. And now click market listing, all right, for any listing status. Some tools here, the step-by-step guide and so on, a little overview video there. But let's go to Facebook and Instagram lead ad. For any listing that's for sale, yours or borrowed, it's going to autofill location, radius of 15 miles by default. I can change the text. So for example, welcome to your beautiful new oasis, right? Whatever. I just want to show you that you can edit the text. We have found the best performing ads really don't edit the text too much. But I just want, because, and I see, we have a lot of different coaches, a lot of different trainers, and they'll tell you to try something, and, go for it, right? By all means, try whatever you want to do. So I just like to show you that is editable. I got a lifetime budget default is going to be $35. That's too low. Minimum, I think, should be $10 a day. If I'm doing an open house, I'm going to go to 100 or more. I've got people right now that are doing 200, 300 a week, because they know it's like it gets the algorithm better. It's a bit of a numbers game. And, the more leads they generate, the more business, the more people they connect with. It's going to go for 1 week. And if I want to change the template or change the images or even use a video, I can do that right here. I'm going to click on advanced options. There's two things I'm going to mention. I can retarget and actually use custom audiences for listings that are for sale. You can totally do that. There is a strategy behind doing that, but you for sure want to do an ad for an open house to the the general audience. Okay. I like retargeting and custom audiences as a second add-on ad for pendings and just solds and some other items. But what I do want to show you is, think about this. When we generate leads, imagine and just kind of think of it, think this through. When we generate leads, the more we know about them, the better we can engage them. Obvious statement, correct? We actually have, I believe, 3 questions. So we're going to capture name, email, and phone number by default. And we actually add in 3 other questions. What is your time frame to buy? Would you like a copy of the Ultimate Guide to Buying a Home? Do you have a home to sell? So you're going to get 3. They're going to answer those 3 questions first, and they're editable. So I can change them out. And I'm going to show you right now. So if I click Create New Form, where it says Form Questions, so there's name, email, and phone number by default. Now you don't have to do anything because all of this is already got here by default. So there's what is your time frame to buy is turned on. Would you like my free Ultimate Guide to Buying a Home? Turned on. And way down here, do you have a home to sell? Is turned on. Now there's a lot of other questions I could turn some of these on, turn some of them off. You don't want to have any more than 3 on top of name, email, and phone number. So if I'm going to select, for example, would you like a list of price reduced homes for sale? Yes, I would. All right. And then I can look at all these other ones. Maybe I turn the Ultimate Guide to Buying a Home off. And, maybe I like what's the most important to you in your next home. Now we got different buyer profiles for that one. And Chelsea, you're a lender. So check this out. I'll show you something in a second. This is a family move up home. Now, if it was downsizing, like a 1-story, 2-1 or 3-2, maybe it's good for a downsizing audience. I could select that one. For lenders, how much do you currently have available for down payment? How would you describe your credit score? What maximum monthly payment are you comfortable with? My wife is a mortgage broker. She likes those questions on her ads. If it's new construction, would you like me to send you current builder incentives? Right? That question right there. So I just like to show this to you because it is very, very powerful, because the more I know about you, the better my follow-up. Because check it out. It was these 3 questions I selected. Price reduced homes for sale. What's most important? And do you have a home to sell? So imagine somebody says yes to they would like a list of price reduced homes for sale. Now in my follow-up, I'm going to acknowledge that they clicked on the ad for the open house, and I saw that you'd like a list of price reduced homes for sale. Now I'd like to just confirm the area and price point that you're looking for to make sure I get you the best list possible. So phone, text, email, follow-up, knowing that they said yes to that is going to help me engage them. Now, maybe after 3 or 4 times I don't get a hold of them, I just set them up with a list from my IDX or my MLS. So I'm giving more value to them of things I know that they want. What's most important to you in your next home? Whatever they selected, I'm going to reference in my follow-up. Do you have a home to sell? I actually see 20% of people saying yes to that. So Again, if they did say yes to that, I might say, are you looking to buy a home and sell yours at the same time? Because if you are, I've got a great 100 plus point home marketing plan, and I would be able to walk you through doing these two transactions at the same time, which can be a little bit complicated, but I'll make sure that I'm able to walk you through that in a way that makes it easier for you to successfully sell and move into your next property. So, does everybody see how all of this works together on these questions, in addition to name, email, and phone number? But you've already got the three questions by default, so you don't have to do anything. You're going to get, what's your time frame to buy? Would you like a free copy of the Ultimate Guide to Buying a Home? And do you have a home to sell? The cool thing about, if they say yes to the Ultimate Guide to Buying a Home, we send it to them automatically. So they're going to get that guide automatically. You're going to be notified that they got it. You'll actually get a link to it as well. So it's pretty sweet. All right. So once I select my questions, I'm just going to close advanced options and just create the ad. Boom. Super easy. So Diane, when you click that school link, once you're accepted, click on classrooms, and then you'll see the three classrooms: open house, sold, and pending, expired. So there's my ad. And if you're not subscribed to our AI text follow-up, I'm telling you, it is phenomenal. It's like $50 for 50 leads. Just click subscribe, right? So I would definitely take advantage of that. What is awesome about it is you can turn it off at any time. You'll get notified when it engages. You'll be notified anytime that the lead responds. We still want to make sure that we are following up the same day. So the best practice is to make sure that you follow up. What I would do is time block the same hour every single day. So every day, right, the same hour, I'm going to call through all of my leads. But the beautiful thing is the AI is going to do it immediately. And, by the third or fourth or seventh or 10th day, when you're not following up anymore via phone or text, this will, right? And it's awesome. And it typically engages about 10 to 12% of all the leads coming through. Great questions to make sellers think outside the box. Well, and Jason, for the ads that are going after seller leads, like pending, just sold, home value, cash offer, there's actually an entirely different set of questions for them. So the buyer ads have a set of questions that are related to buyers, and then the ads for sellers are completely different. All right, and those are even better. Oh my God, those are even better. Diane, no, the school thing is outside of listings to leads. No, Diane, no, it's just per phone number. So per lead, not per text. Yep. Awesome. All right. Social media post. This is, right, we want to make sure this is going to Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Google. All right. So we want to make sure it's going to all of these areas. I like the image that's sideways. So I'm going to go edit image. Sorry. And look at all these templates we got. We have a lot of different templates. And boom, I like that one. So I'm going to click save. Now, I also like to download these. So, and you're going to see why in a minute, because there's something in the school I forgot to show you. So I like to download this image. And then I'm just going to post. Now, typically this will happen automatically. So you may come here and find it's already done, which is cool. But I can either schedule the post, and I can also post right now. Now, the thing I forgot to show you in school. So again, classroom, open house, and open house marketing. All right, see how I open that up? It's a little bit tricky, and I even miss it sometimes too. But there's a tab here called Instagram Stories with links and polls. This is separate from listings to leads, okay? But you want to make sure that you're doing this. How to do Instagram stories with links and polls. This is a quick little video. If you don't know how to do it, it's super easy. It is so easy. So this video walks you through that. It's like a 5-minute video, super easy. And then I've got right here, 5-day campaign. This is, I don't care. Coming soon, just listed, active, open house. It's totally the same. It's totally can be used for any listing status. You just change open house to just listed or for sale. And I got it right here. So if you scroll down, there's even a little video about it. But if you scroll down here, check this out. I give you, and we're going to see examples of this in a second. All right. It's a five-story campaign for 5 days. And day one, we're going to show the front of the home. And I got a poll right in the video above. I walk you through how to do a poll and the link to use. And I show you where the link is in Listings to Leads. Story number 2, right? Let's do the kitchen. I give you a great poll idea. And I even give you what link to use, which is offering a PDF guide. So that's where these PDF guides really come into play. Not only at the open house where we can engage people with them, but via social media, like Instagram stories. So anyway, this will give you all 5 with different parts of the house. And every one, I give you a poll and I give you a link suggestion. And then right here, view live Instagram stories. So just click on that. It'll open up Instagram. And there you can see, check this out, right? Open house. Now, again, that could be coming soon. Notice that image. That's that image from Listings to Leads. And I'm linking right to a property website for my listing. I got my property video. I got my open house countdown. I've got my 3D tour. I've got my professional photos. I got an area video, right? I got a lot of great content in here. My 100 plus point home marketing plan. I got a client review video, which is powerful, so powerful. Here's another example, right? A little video clip. Here, and notice the poll. Here is another example of the kitchen, right? With a poll. Get the guide, 6 things to check. So on Instagram, people can actually tap that and go right to the landing page to download it. And then there's another one, right, of the living area. There's a guide, free ultimate guide to buying a home download, right? Tap it on Instagram, boom, open up the landing page. And there's a poll right there that people can participate in. So make sure in the classroom, all right, make sure in the classroom, you open up open house marketing and it's right there, Instagram stories, links, and polls. And that'll walk you through. And TikTok does not allow links, but you can do a poll on TikTok. And I got a video if you want to know how to do that. All right. How to access the classroom, Kathy, the link is above, and I'll drop the link in before we get off today. So at the end of this, I'll drop the link in again for everybody. Share on seller social media. There are 2 tools for the seller that you want to share. This is for listing agents only. Again, coming soon, just listed, active, open house, pending, and just sold for sure. And this is the email for the what it will look like on the seller's page. And this is the e-flyer. And where's my image? Let's try that again. Market listing, e-flyer. I'll check that a little bit later. Anyways, the photo should be there. But here's the deal. We're going to click the green button where it says send a seller. If you don't have the seller's info, it may say add seller info. And you're going to click it. You're going to add the seller's information there and the salutation. Click send. Do the same thing for the e-flyer. Okay. Do the same thing for the e-flyer. Both of them, when people click, they go to the property website. All right. Very easy. This is so powerful. The seller sphere of influence is one of the best uh, audiences out there because they know the seller. All right. And again, if you're the selling agent, when you're listing, when that listing goes into contract, add that listing to your account and do this for the pending and solds where you're the selling and the and listing agent too, of course. But check this out. You're going to be CC'd as the agent. So Blanca, you'll be CC'd when these go to the seller. That is your cue to call the seller up. You're going to say something like, you know, hey, Blanca, Scott here. Want to let you know that we're doing a lot of great marketing for the open house. We're doing a lot of great marketing for your coming soon listing of your property that's going to market today, right? Whatever it is, we're doing a lot of great marketing. We got a Facebook ad going out. We got social media going out. It's on Zillow and Trulia. We're going to do a database blast here in a few minutes. And I wanted to send you a couple of things to share because you likely know people who know people that would love to buy a home in this area. And in this market, we do not want to leave any stones unturned. And your seller is going to be like amazed. They're fabulous. I got the emails. They look great. Or I didn't get the emails. Let me go find them. Right? Have them put it on their Facebook page. Also ask them to put it on Nextdoor. And if they belong to a community or neighborhood Facebook group, post it there as well. You can't do that. You cannot go into the Nextdoor or their community group or their neighborhood group and post it. And if you did, you would probably be kicked out after about 3 minutes. If they do it, it's beautiful because you're going to get more clicks to the property website. You're going to get more people seeing your name because it'll have your name and your brokerage right there. And, you might ask them if they can tag you. Now, if it's on their page, their public profile, you want to make sure that you go comment, like the post, comment on it, and that way you're going to help the algorithm for that post to get seen to more of their people. But you're also going to then get notified when other people start commenting, and some of those other comments are going to be great for you to respond to. I would make sure to like everybody's comment so that they see Scott Pierce liked your comment. They're going to feel good about that. And then if any of those comments are appropriate for me to respond to, like beautiful photos, when's the open house, when did it get listed, how is the market, what is it priced at? These are all great questions that you would be appropriate to reply to. And now we are engaging more of the seller's sphere of influence. Make sense? Blanca says, if somebody on my team has listings to leads but could not join the school, how would they get access to the school? Go with our support team. Yeah, just go with our support team. They should all be able to get access. Sometimes when people don't have a picture and they don't really have a lot of information, we just reject them because I don't want spam. If you hear of anybody recruiting you, selling you, whatever, let me know so I can kick them out. We don't allow that. All right. So don't get in there and start recruiting and start bothering people. This is for all of us to learn. Make sure you use the eFlyer for the seller sphere of influence. All right. So we're going to use both of these tools. They both link to the property website. Next up is one of the best tools no matter what. Now, here's the deal. This is the Nearby Homeowner Letter. It is editable, but I recommend that you edit it not at all or super, super lightly. The more you edit, the less effective it is. And now we got postcards, we got door hangers. They're phenomenal. You could use Mailbox Power. You could use Thanks.io. You could use Express Copy, I believe, who's integrated with us. No problem. But this letter, especially for an open house, is one of the best ways to A, get listings, and B, get more people to the open house, because our open house is almost like a honey trap, all right, for sellers and buyers too. All right. We're going to engage both sellers and buyers. And one of the great ways is the Nearby Homeowner Letter. This is great to door knock with. And I would take this with me. All right. I would take this out with me, right? The 100 plus point home marketing plan that we're going to print for the open house. I would take it with me when I door knock. And as I'm door knocking, I'm going to print 100 copies. Now you can sit there and doom scroll Instagram for 2 hours, or you can do this for 2 hours. So I know it's freezing in some parts of the country. So figure out when would be a decent time to do it. You might also take something with you like these little bags, so you can put it on the door, or somehow other way of putting it to the door, if in case they're not home. I've had people do that and still get great uh, results from this. And sometimes people mail it. So if you're active, you're just listed, you're coming soon, you can mail these. All right. Now, the key on mailing is always going to be a self-addressed stamped envelope. So uh, we don't want what am I trying to say? We don't want, like, Times New Roman font on the envelope. It's either got to be like handwritten font, like Mailbox Power or Thanks IO, or just completely handwritten ourselves. Um, but for an open house, these are phenomenal. All right. And if you're going to door knock, what you're going to want to do is knock on the door, take a couple of steps back, and when they answer the door, just say, uh, there's an open house on Sunday at 15 Ambient Way from 2 to 4 p.m. and I wanted to invite you. My name is Scott Pierce. I'm with XYZ Realty. We're expecting a really great turnout, and I just want to make sure that you had an invitation, right? Hand them the flyer. You're holding this, so kind of hold it to where they can kind of see it, and you're gonna get probably 4 or 5 different responses from them. Some are gonna be like, I don't care, never heard about it, don't care. Some are gonna be like, why are you bothering me? But others are gonna have a little, even if it's just a little conversation, they're gonna be like, oh, I know that house, or I saw that it was for sale, or how much is it, or how long has it been in the market for, or I thought the market was no good, right? And you're going to be able to have a little bit of a conversation with them. Some are going to be longer. And then some of them, right, just like when you're at the open house, you're going to be able to say, for example, you have a couple of back and forths with them, and then hope to see you at the open house. And oh, by the way, I've got a 100 plus point home marketing plan. Would you like to get a copy of that? Right? It's 27 pages long. Um, you know, they're absolutely free, right? I could send it to you via email, I could send it to via text, or I could mail you a copy. And again, you only need 1 or 2 people saying yes to that to getting some really, really great listing opportunities. Make sense? So, mailing is phenomenal. So I can mail these. I can mail them all day long. All right. Again, we got postcards coming soon, just listed, active, pending, just sold. The best results from whatever it is that you're going to do with these, right? Whether it's the letter, the postcard, or the door hanger, the best results, do them 2 to 3 times, right? 2 times is fine, 3 times is even better. And instead of doing a mailing of like 900 as like a one-off, I would divide it and do 450 twice, or 200 twice, or 100 twice. But don't do like 300 once and then that's it, because that's just like a one-hit wonder, right? You might get something, but it's better to do it 2 to 3 times if they're not part of a normal farm. Make sense? All right. Now we got other things that you can layer on top of this. We have a lot of other cool things that you can layer. So, for example, you might do, if your listing is just listed, I would do 100 to 200 of these letters as just listed. Now, open house is my favorite of the for sale statuses. So, open house and just sold. If you do like 200 and 200, you're gonna at least get 1 listing, I would have to think. All right. Now, I've talked to people, I've talked to agents, even those that are not clients. For example, this one woman, she did 6,000 golden letters, never got anything from it. And I was like, how is that even possible? It doesn't even seem like that should be possible. But whatever, right? Okay, circle prospecting. Here's the deal. if you're going to spend 2 to 3 hours at an open house and you're going to spend a little bit of money at the open house, and as somebody with 15 years of experience in real estate marketing is telling you that open houses are one of the best ways to get listings and buyers, uh, please make the investment in both money and time and invite the neighbors with a phone call. Okay. Invite the neighbors with a phone call. It works wonders. And we got two different scripts. One is where you used the letter, postcard, or door hanger, one where you did not. So they're just a little bit different, but you want to make sure, if you can, whether you've got My Plus Leads, you've got Vulcan 7, you've got RedX, right? Whatever it is that you've got, that you go through and you circle prospect. And I say circle prospect, but you invite them to the open house or you just let them know, right? So, for example, if it was just listed, then it's going to essentially be similar, but you're just saying, you know, Scott Pierce here, XYZ Realty. I want to let you know that 123 Main Street just listed for sale, and it's right in the area there. And I sent you I drop off a letter with a link and a QR code to the single property website with all the photos and details. And I just wanted to make sure that you got that, right? It's just a quick, did you get phone call? Because what will happen is anybody that's thinking about selling in the next 1 to 6 months, all right, or just, you know, maybe even further out, but they're thinking about it, they are going to, all right, be just a little bit curious about that. And then so this is a phenomenal script. Now, there's actually a number of different ways that you could take this script as far as the closing. You could do, you know, when this home is changed, it's going to affect other home, affect nearby home values. And so I'm going to be doing an equity update for some of my VIP clients in the area. And I would love to just know if your email, right, confirm their email address. And again, if you're using a RedX, you're using Vulcan 7, you got My Plus Leads, you're going to have their phone number, their email typically. Confirm their email and just say, would that be a great email to send your home value update to once this closes escrow? Right. And then I would just send it to them right that same day. And then I would say, I thought I would just go ahead and send this to you now. So we have a basis or a baseline for when it does sell. You could mention the 100 plus point home marketing plan, right? So there's a lot of great ways to engage the homeowner. But if you don't call them, you'll never get the opportunity. Next up is our database. All right, our database. We want to make sure that we are inviting our database to the open house, or at least letting our database know about our listing. So eFlyer for your database and a database call script. So for the eFlyer, we can send a test email. I'm going to send a test email, and it looks like I got something wrong with my photos. I don't know. I'll have to check that out in a few minutes. So let me get my test email. Let's see if I can find it real quickly on my other monitor. Go ahead and give me a second. And no, yeah, I'll have to check on that. Yeah, I don't know why those photos. All right. But yeah, we want to get the email to our database. Now you can send through listings to leads. So if you got any leads in listings to leads, you can send it to them. You can also send it to all the leads that are from this listing. And you can also just take this. Now you can, there's a copy code, or I can just like this, right? Click, select all, and copy, and go to my CRM. So I'll show that to you. So like now, this could be Follow Up Boss. This could be Lofty. And I could say, you know, just listed, coming soon. And if you got another, like if you got, for example, an email newsletter, you could just copy the top part of the email. So you got the little snippet for that listing. And there you go. Just drop it right in here. All right. Now I got to figure out why my photos are not working, but I'll get back to that after this call. All right. Then we got a database call script. So again, call through your database. Make sure we are calling through our database. Circle prospecting people is great, but we've already got people in our database. They want to hear from us, right? We want to be able to have a listing presentation with them someday or a buyer's consultation with them someday. So why not get them used to hearing from us now? Why not get them used to hearing our voice now? Even if you're going to leave a quick little voicemail, that is better than nothing, I think. So, and it's great because I don't want the first time we talk to be when we're having a listing appointment. I would love to be able to have a conversation or two, or at least you hearing my voice before I ask you for your business. Make sense? So calls, just you don't have to call everybody. And we have a lot of different scripts. So I don't need to like blow my whole thing, my whole database in one script, right? Maybe I got 100 people in my database. Just call 5 to 10 of them to invite them to the open house, because we got other scripts that you can use to call through your database that are great values. All right, next up, short form video script. So we had social media posting, we had the ad, we talked about short form video in particular for Instagram stories. And now we got a short form video script. So even if you do a professional, let's say you do a professional short or whatever, you still want to have a video. And this could be where you borrowed the listing or not. This could be a green screen from your office. This could be you're at the property itself. If you've got an open house, I would make sure I do this ASAP. If you're going to borrow a listing to hold open, I might get with the listing agent and just say, hey, I want to do a quick little Instagram story for the open house. And I want to go to the home and do a quick video. Would Thursday afternoon be okay? If you don't mind, could you just let the sellers know that I'll be there doing that? Does that make sense? So, but again, that could be green screen, right? If you're doing TikTok, and one of the reasons I love TikTok is our editor is so good. Or if you got CapCut, and you could just overlay the property behind you in a green screen option in TikTok, and then once you get it done, recorded, you can post it and then download it to upload to Instagram, upload it to YouTube, and when you do Instagram, it'll go to Facebook automatically. So those are great ways of doing it, but that's a great script. And the last couple of things here before we get done. So give me 3 or 4 minutes. We're going to talk about the sign, the yard sign, and the open house sign-in forms. Okay. So your yard sign, no matter what the status, you want to make sure you got this on top, especially for an open house. Make sure, go to your association today. All right. Buy these for your yard sign, especially for pending and especially for open house. But you want just listed, you want active. Then you also want the flyers, and you want these on the yard sign. Now you want these at the open house. You might want to leave them behind for showings. All right, so here it'll have the status. It'll be your colors, your logo, your branding. So it's got a QR code. It's got a text code. It's got the domain. All of this is going to the property website. And then it's got the little tagline, if you need to sell before you buy. So I would, similar to having the open house or just listed or pending on the top of the yard sign, I want to make sure I got the listing flyers on the sign. Now, if I'm doing an open house, I will grab them from the yard sign and take them inside, so people can't just grab them and leave during the open house. Here's the sign writer. You can order from us, or you can download this and give it to your local printer, or you can just give your local printer the text codes, and they can print it on whatever format you want. But you want this below the arm, above the main panel, because nobody calls the 10-digit number. Nobody calls the 10-digit phone number, but you will get people sending a text to get more information. And these are some of the best leads out there. Some of the just very, very best leads. All right. Any questions on anything before I talk about the open house sign-in forms? And, there's actually something that I am missing. Hold on one second. Let me go, because especially for an open house, I got one thing I am not seeing, and I want to give it to everybody. And that is okay. I'm going to give, here we go. I'm going to put this in the StreamYard chat. Okay. And what this is this is a Canva file, and you can request access to it, and you can edit it once you copy it to your Canva account. And what it is just a flyer that you can put on the door and maybe by the sign-in sheet. And it just says the seller requests you to sign in. All right. You can edit any of this, right? I can edit the image. So I can copy an image of my home into here, right? And I can change the font, whatever I want. So request access to it. I'll give you access. And then you're going to want to go file, make a copy. And then once you make a copy, then you can edit it. Make sense? Give me a yes real quickly before we move on. And the last thing I'm going to show you is for those of you that have an open house, I will show you the open house sign-in form. It'll just literally take 1 to 2 minutes. But there's an online version and a print version. So there's online, print, even a QR code. Some really cool options. For one, I can show questions first and then contact information second. So I'll show what that means. So welcome to our open house all right? And people are going to tap, and here are the questions. These are all customizable. And then here's the contact information. What's really awesome is when they click submit, they're going to get a copy of my PDF guide, 6 things to check before buying a home. So it'll be branded to you, all right? Your colors, your everything. Now, if I do show contact first, now when they tap on the tablet, here's contact, then it'll be questions. I like the questions first, but whatever you want to do. I also like the print version better. All right. I like to do the print version. I shouldn't say most, but yeah, most top agents like the print version better. A little bit more sophisticated. I don't want people, grubbing up my iPad. Makes sense. So, and whatever edits I make to the questions will transfer to both the print and the online version. So you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to argue with you about what you're going to do. But I prefer the print version as well. And when you're in open house mastery, all right, that PowerPoint presentation, it walks you through the different handouts that you want. So I'd want the sign-in sheet. I want a neighborhood overview. I want, there's a few other things in there that you're going to include. It makes you just look so good. It makes you look like a full-on professional, okay? If I want to rearrange, I can edit. I can turn off and or delete. I can add new questions. So whatever your strategy is, all right, whatever your process, I got drop down, radio buttons, check boxes. So look at that. I got so many different options here for my open house sign-in sheet. And again, if I reorder and add a new one, and that will update both the online and the print version. So it's really, really cool. Very, very powerful. And then all my feedback leads are going to drop right here, which is nice. They're also going to go to my CRM, or if I've connected it, they'll be in listings to leads. If you got our follow-ups turned on, they will be added to our follow-ups. If you got AI text turned on, those leads will get the AI text follow-up as well. So yeah, a lot of great stuff right there. And I am done. So any questions from me before we scatter? I will drop the Instagram. I will drop the school thing in here one more time. Let me see. Oh, we had some more requests. So Dana, you're in. Teresa, you're in. Joan, you're in. And and awesome. All right, cool. Sharon, excellent. Let me grab the invite link. So give me a second here. I'm going to copy it in one more time. Looks like a few of you. Yes, this meeting is being recorded, and I'll show you how to find it later. In Listings to Leads, click Marketing Calendar. And Dana, refresh your browser. I just accepted you. So to find the video recordings, go to Marketing Calendar, Resources. In fact, I will put that link into the chat. And click where it says YouTube. Click on subscribe, and you'll have and then click on live or recorded webinars. So we got different playlists. So one of the playlists is live. So click on that one, see if you can find it, and if it's not there, go to the current webinar playlist. It'll be in one of the two. All right, everybody good to go? Dana, are you good? And yeah, let me see here. Joan, awesome. So again, we got expired, just sold. We got a couple more going live soon. One is the Listings to Lead Success Framework. I'm excited to make this one live. All right. Going to be awesome. I can't wait for that one. All right. Let me see. I think there's a few more people requested access. Let me see here. Oh, Dana, there. Yeah, no, Dana. Yeah, you're accepted. Sam. Okay. Yep. Cool. Yep. I think we're good. I think we got everybody. All right. Anybody else? Are we good? Get into the mastermind group. Yeah, Dana, I don't know why. I know I accepted you because I'm in here looking and it says Dana Porcelli Blair 18 minutes ago, new membership request. And yeah, 18 minutes ago. Kathleen, I just got you. So yeah, I don't know. Do you have an account? Maybe you don't have an account. I don't know how that works. Blanca, you requested access to that. So I'm going to give you, Blanca, if you're still here, can view, share design. All right. So now you got the design shared with you. Now, again, you're going to click copy, or you're going to go file, make a copy. All right. File, make a copy. And then after you make a copy, then you can edit it. All right. And I should change the name of this. I'm going to change the name of this to Open House Sign In Seller Requests. I think that's a better name instead of eFlyer template, whatever. And copy link. There we go. And boom. Yeah. But yeah, Dana, I don't know why. Yeah, I accepted you like 18 minutes ago or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just refresh and again, just get into the mastermind group and request it again. Like I don't control school, so I don't know what their problem is. So, but anyways, everybody get out of here, go get to work. Listen, you're not going to learn all of this in one day. The best thing you can do is stay consistent, stay at it. Just do a little bit better each time, and you're going to be comfortable with it. You're going to get better at it, and then within a month or two, you're going to be nailing it. And then you're going to be dynamite. All right, Dana, awesome. You got the email that she was approved. Beautiful. I love it. So get in there. All right. Get active. Go after expireds. Learn the pending just solds. Learn open house. You're going to be amazing. All right. And Blanca, how do I get all the links for the Canva flyer? Blanca, what do you mean? What do you mean all the links? I mean, there's only one link, right? And down here, they will get the top 3 automatically. So they're going to get when they sign in, they get the top 3 automatically. The bottom one, right, you may want to just delete unless you got a lender that has that you can get that from as well. Okay. All right. All right, everybody, get out of here. Go with our support if you need to. Get into the mastermind group. All right. Let us help you out. And let's make 2026 the best year in real estate. All right. Thank you.